Hi friends, welcome back to our channel. I've got a new video for you today. It's a Let's Cook video featuring chicken and broccoli Alfredo. So the first thing you see me doing is slicing some chicken breasts in half, and then I'm going to dice that chicken so that it cooks up evenly and it just, tastes really good, because chicken Alfredo, you just can't go wrong with that. Next up, I'm going to dice up these Roma tomatoes. And these are the same tomatoes that I bought in my Aldi and Walmart grocery haul. I picked these up from Aldi, and I will tell you, these tomatoes, they were really fresh, they tasted really good, and I cannot complain. So I used 3 of those Roma tomatoes. So I put on a pot of water to boil and added my pasta. So this is the penne pasta. It's the whole wheat penne that I had left over in my pantry. So added some salt to the water, probably a half a teaspoon. Here you see my pan. I've added about, I guess 2 tablespoons of olive oil, a teaspoon of minced garlic, and some chopped red onions that I already had in my refrigerator from the day before. And now I'm just gonna add in my chicken, and I'm gonna season my chicken with a little salt and pepper, as well as some Italian seasoning, just to give it some extra flavor. And I am gonna let the chicken cook until it is done. And with the garlic and the onions, I let the garlic saute until it was fragrant, until you could smell it. Then I added the onions and let the onions start to soften, and then that's when I added my chicken. And now that my chicken is done, I'm just gonna remove it from the pan and set it aside. That way we can get started on the Alfredo sauce. And yes, I made my own. So to my pan, I'm adding about 3 tablespoons of butter. And yes, that is real butter and not margarine. I don't know, to me, butter just makes everything taste better. I'm just gonna let that butter melt down. Now I'm adding about a cup of heavy whipping cream, and then I'm gonna stir that up so that the butter and the cream get incorporated. Season it with a little salt and pepper. And I'm gonna add about a half a cup of Parmesan cheese and just give that a really good stir until all that Parmesan is melted and incorporated into the heavy cream. So now I'm gonna add my chicken mixture back in. We're just gonna give that a good stir, let that chicken and that sauce get incorporated, Add a little garlic powder just for an additional layer of seasoning and flavor. Now I'm going to add the broccoli florets. And guys, I will tell you that this is the broccoli that I bought at Sam's Club. It was a steamable bag, so the broccoli was frozen, but I didn't want to add frozen broccoli to my pan, so I steamed the broccoli first and then added it. And now you can see I'm just spooning in the penne because it is done. And I didn't cook it all the way. It's al dente because I knew I was going to be adding it to the pan with the chicken and the broccoli and the Alfredo sauce. So I'm just going to spoon that in there. And then I'm going to add about a half a cup of that pasta water, which is going to help distribute the Alfredo sauce throughout the pasta as I give it a stir. So we're just going to let everything heat through. And then the last thing I'm going to add is the Roma tomatoes before I top it off with, cheese because, cheese. And I love how this turned out because the Roma tomatoes gave the dish such a great flavor and it made it so pretty with that pop of red. So it's a very beautiful dish. And now I'm adding the mozzarella, and this finishes off the dish. So I'm going to add in that cheese and then just cover it so that it gets melted. And here are the final results. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next one. Bye!